In this video, we're going to show you the technique of 5 key exercises that work major muscle groups and you can do anywhere.
The 5 are squats, planks, lunges, sit-ups, and push-ups. Let's go.
The squat is like sitting in a chair. To properly perform it, you want to make sure your feet are shoulder width apart, your knees are out, your back is straight, and your chest is up. From this side view, you can see that your shins and your back should be roughly at the same angle. You want to make sure you breathe in before or on the way down, and you breathe out on your way up. You can see here that her head is down, so her back is not straight. You want to make sure you have a straight line from your head to your bum. You can see here that her heels are lifted. You want to make sure your full foot's on the ground. Here you can see that her knees are caving in. We want to make sure that they're out so we don't hurt our knees. Here you can see some proper ones again. Knees are out, back straight, the full foot's on the ground, and you're sitting back as if you're about to sit in a chair. If you're having a hard time with this, try actually sitting on a chair and then getting back up. When doing the plank, you want to make sure your entire back is completely straight. Then you want to hold this position. You want to take slow and deep breaths as you hold. If it's too hard, you can do it from your knees, but you still want to make sure that your back is completely straight. Another variation of the plank is doing it from your hands. If it's more comfortable in that position for yourself, go ahead and do it. From your hands, you can make it harder by moving yourself back to your elbows and raising yourself back to your hands. Kind of alternate between the two. If you want even more of a challenge, you can lift your legs one at a time. Or you could tap your shoulders one at a time. You can make it easier at any time by lowering to your knees. If you're new to planks, start with 15 seconds, and as you get better, you can slowly add more time. When performing a lunge, you want to make sure that your knees stay straight over your ankle and they're not going over your toes. You want both legs to be bending at 90-degree angles. You want to keep your back straight, and you want to inhale before or on your way down, which means you exhale on your way back up. If the full lunge is challenging, then try not going as low. You can step either forwards or backwards to complete the lunge. You can see here that her knee is caving in toward the middle. We want to make sure that it stays straight above your ankle. Here you can see that her knee is passing her toe and she's leaning too far forwards. You don't want to do this because it could hurt your knee. On this one, we see that her head is down, so now her back still isn't straight. So this is just showing you that you want both knees at the 90-degree angle. You can start from the floor while you learn. When you're learning a sit-up, start with the crunch. The crunch is half the motion of a full sit-up. With the crunch, you want your back flat and you want to look straight up so that you use your stomach to pull your shoulders off the floor and not lead with your neck. You want to breathe in on the way down and breathe out on the way up. Once you're comfortable with this, then you can progress to a full sit-up. You can even get someone to hold your feet during the sit-up to make it a little bit easier. If the sit-ups and crunches are too hard, then you can do this single leg drop. So you just gotta make sure your back is flat and you lower one leg at a time to the ground. Again, your back being flat is key. Another thing you can try is a V-sit. So you want to make sure your back is straight and then you just hold this position. If that's too easy, then you can push your legs out like so. With the push-up, you want to start with your back flat, just like the plank. Once you're comfortable in this position, you then want to lower yourself close to the ground and push back up. You can do this either kneeling or on your feet. You want to make sure you breathe in on your way down and out on the way up. You can see here how the back is not straight and the bum is higher than the shoulders. Here it's the opposite and the back is arched too much, so the bum is below the shoulders. Again, the back is not straight. You want to make sure it's perfectly straight. From the kneeling position, the bum is too high. And from kneeling, the bum is too low. We really got to make sure that we have a straight line from our head to our hips. And there's a normal push-up for you with the back straight. If the push-ups are too easy, you can put your hands in a triangle and then perform the push-up.